Hello everyone and welcome to this week's reviews. The fifth movie in the Jurassic Park series is here, and it's been interesting seeing the evolution of the franchise. And before I get into the new one, I just wanted to give a quick overview of my thoughts on the previous films. The first Jurassic Park holds up remarkably well, not only for its groundbreaking special effects, but also for its excellent action scenes and well-drawn characters. Steven Spielberg gave a surprising amount of heart to this monster movie, as he showed a certain awe and admiration towards those prehistoric beasts. The themes of man playing God are well explored, and there's one brilliant sequence after another. And while the characters are simply defined, we still grow attached to them and understand each of their motivations as the park starts to fall to the mercy of the dinosaurs. Jeff Goldblum is, of course, the standout as Dr. Ian Malcolm, but I also like Alan Grant's developing relationship with Tim and Lex. It's a movie I can watch many times and not get tired of. On the other hand, The Lost World is the only Spielberg film I strongly dislike. Ian Malcolm is now the lead, but somehow feels like a completely different character. The new participants lack much interesting characterization, and, well, the less said about Gymnastics Girl, the better. Outside of a scene with a van toppling over a cliff, even the action is disappointing to me, and the sense of magic and grandeur just isn't there, as the movie takes on an environmental rights theme that just does not work. I think Jurassic Park 3 is the best of the sequels, although that's not saying much. It absolutely has its silly moments, but at least knows what it is. It's a 90-minute B-movie which gets straight to the point, shows us some neat dinosaurs, and credits roll, we'll see you in 14 years. Jurassic World had an intriguing premise, with the park finally being open, but we surprisingly don't spend that much time seeing the attractions, and instead we're mostly behind the scenes with dull characters and an odd subplot where the military wants to use raptors for combat purposes. Jurassic World was okay. And now we have the newest film, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Director J.A. Bayona mostly comes from a horror film background, and some of that seeps into the finished film. The opening sequence is really good, and for a brief moment it seems like this one might recapture the first film's magic with some shades of Jaws. And then the plot starts, which just gets sillier and sillier as it goes along. Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard's character is about as threadbare as you can get, although the worst characters come courtesy of businessmen who want to auction off the dinosaurs. And it begs the question why these movies need villains. You have dinosaurs that eat people. Those are the big threat here. With each Jurassic movie, they try to up the ante, mostly by making the dinosaurs more intelligent, and the ones in Fallen Kingdom are practically geniuses, especially one bad dino who acts more like a slasher villain than a predatory animal. Oh, and Ian Malcolm shows up for a pointless cameo. I hope Jeff Goldblum is paid well. Most of the film consists of running and shouting, although Bayona crafts a few decent set pieces. In addition to the opening I mentioned, I also like the sequence that takes place underwater. I also like the paleo-veterinarian who tags along. She's given as much character development as everyone else, but I thought Daniela Pineda played her with the necessary awe that would befit someone in her field encountering real-life dinosaurs. And admittedly, the cliffhanger setting up the next Jurassic sequel does have me intrigued with how they'll execute it. Nonetheless, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom is just sort of a run-of-the-mill summer spectacle. But you have to give me something more, because the wow factor of seeing dinosaurs stomping across the screen just isn't there anymore. Thank you for watching this week's reviews, and I'll see you next time.